Opinion: Crystal Palace fans appear to be tiring of Roy Hodgson. He took over in September 2017 after Palace lost their first 4 games and Frank de Boer was sacked. Crystal Palace losing their next 3 games but became the first Premier League club to ever avoid relegation after losing their first 7 games. Roy Hodgson actually got them up to 11th by the end of last season. However, despite having a number of decent players, especially in the attacking third, this season has seen another relegation struggle. Approaching his 72nd birthday this year, in February Roy Hodgson became the oldest ever manager in the Premier League era. Palace supporters are thinking his time could be up and have been debating whether Rafa Benitez would be an acceptable replacement this summer. Crystal Palace fans comment via their top Holmesdale end message board: "With all the turmoil involving Newcastle's ownership, I wouldn't be surprised if Rafa Benitez walks. If Roy leaves, is it realistic for him to come to Palace? Would he be a fit with the current Palace squad? Rafa could walk into a job at any big club. I reckon Everton, Chelsea, or somewhere wealthy in Europe. Without Rafa, Newcastle will be a dead cert for relegation next season. Excellent. They can have Pardew back 100%. I'd take Rafa if given the option. He's taken a team of championship standard players and brought them to a place in the league table where they don't really need to worry about a relegation battle. No chance. Brighton have Houghton. Then there's Gracia at Watford. Dyche, Hasenhüttl, a decent manager who can build is what we want. Roy's fine, but we're treading water. I'd like us to take a punt on Graham Potter at Swansea. The plug's been pulled on the squad there by all accounts and he's getting good results despite that. They outplayed us for long periods in the Caribou early season with 7 players making their debut. Did miracles at Östersund by all accounts. I'd prefer him to Wild or a Rowett, who seem like Dyche light to me, but someone who can build slowly without marquee signings is what we want. I can't see a manager of Benitez's quality and reputation leaving a large club with a tight-fisted chairman to join a small club with a skint chairman. If you believe what you read in the media, Benitez has instructed his agent to find him a club in France. I suspect that is no more than a tactical move before he starts contract negotiations with Ashley. No chance he'll come here. He wants big backing in the transfer window and a bigger club in the first place. I'm just amazed he hasn't already walked from Newcastle, like the Graham Potter shout. Real rags to riches story for what he did in Sweden. Another name that intrigues me is Tedesco. Had a fall from grace at Schalke, but his overall body of work is strong, and German coaches have seemed to transition well to the Prem. Again though, maybe too big a fish for us. If Rafa is available, it is a no-brainer. Benitez would be a good option. Wagner is interesting too. They obviously had a poor season, but let's be honest, the Huddersfield squad is dreadful. He worked miracles with it, and in fairness, his teams always play like a give a toss and with confidence. He has set up Newcastle this year as ultra-defensive in many games, playing turgid stuff and trying to nick a goal. I realize post-Hodgson, we may end up with someone like that anyway. I am not gonna pick it myself though. There is no chance Rafa walks into Selhurst. He is going somewhere where the pockets are deep next. It would be interesting however if Wilf, AWB and Techers were to leave in with RFFP of previous years coming to an end, giving a new manager a war chest of say £130 million to play with. That might get his attention. I'm not advocating that is what I want to see, but if you are going to totally rebuild with a manager like Rafa, then that is the only way we can realistically do it without new owners.